Dear friends, Jai Bhim, Mudhai. I was reading about the concept of meditation within the concept of Nibbana or Nirvana from this book, The Way to Nibbana by Venerable Narada Thera, published by Buddhist Cultural Center, Sri Lanka. I have already read this chapter and few pages have left about the meditation. You can go through another video, or if this video is clubbed with another video, you can continue this. So I was reading about the Annapannasati. Annapannasati is mindfulness on respiration. Anna means exhalation, apanna inhalation. Concentration on the breathing process leads to one pointedness of the mind and ultimately to insight, which leads to arhatship. This is one of the best subjects of meditation which appeals equally to all. The Buddha also practiced this Annapannasati before his enlightenment. A detailed exposition of this meditation is found in the Satipatthana Sutta and in the Visuddhimagga. A few practical hints are given here for the benefit of the average reader. Adopting a convenient posture, breathe out and close the mouth. Then breathe through the nostrils naturally and not force. Inhale first and mentally count 1. Exhale and count 2, concentrating on the breathing process. In this manner, one may count up to 10, constantly focusing one's attention on respiration. It is possible for the mind to wander before one counts up to 10, but one need not be discouraged. Let one try till one succeeds. Gradually one may increase the number of series, say 5 series to 10. Later one may concentrate on respiration without counting. Some prefer counting as it aids concentration, while some others prefer not to count. What is essential is concentration and not counting, which is secondary. When one does this concentration, one feels light in body and mind, and very peaceful too. One might perhaps feel as if one were floating in the air. When this concentration is practiced for a certain period, a day will come when one will realize that so-called body is supported by mere breath and that body perishes when breathing ceases. One instantly realizes impermanence. Where there is change, there cannot be a permanent entity or an immortal soul. Insight could then be developed to gain arhatship. It is now clear that the object of this concentration on respiration is not merely to gain one pointedness, but also to cultivate insight in order to obtain deliverance. This simple method may be pursued by all without any harm. For more details, readers are to refer to the Visuddhimagga, Annapannasati. According to Satipatthana Sutta, mindfully he inhales, mindfully he exhales. When making a long inhalation, he knows I make a long inhalation. When making a long exhalation, he knows I make a long exhalation. When making a short inhalation, he knows I make a short inhalation. When making a short exhalation, he knows I make a short exhalation. Clearly perceiving the entire breathing process, that is the beginning, middle and end. I will inhale, thus he trains himself. Clearly perceiving the entire breathing process, I will exhale, thus he trains himself. Calming the respirations, I will inhale, thus he trains himself. Calming the respirations, I will exhale, thus he trains himself. Abhinna. When once the aspirant succeeds in cultivating the jhanas, he can without difficulty develop the 5 supernormal powers, abhinna. namely the divine eye, divine ear, reminiscence of past births, thought reading, and various psychic powers, samadhi, and these super samadhi and these supernormal powers, it may be mentioned, are not essential for the attainment of arhatship, though they would undoubtedly be an asset to the possessor. There are four instances dry visioned arhats who, without the aid of the jhanas, attain arhatship straightaway by merely cultivating insight. Many men and women attained arhatship in the time of the Buddha himself without developing the jhanas. It is only one who has gained the fifth jhanas that could develop the five kinds of abhinnas. Divachakhu, or in Sanskrit it's called Divyachakshu. Divyachakshu is the celestial or divine eye, also called clairvoyance, which enables one to see heavenly or earthly things far or near that are imperceptible to the physical eyes. Chuthapathan, knowledge with regard to the dying and reappearing of beings. Is identical with the celestial eye. Knowing with regard to the future and knowledge with regard to the faring of beings according to their own good and bad actions are two other kinds of knowledge belonging to the same category. Dibbasuta is the celestial ear, also called clairaudience, which enables one to hear subtle or coarse sound far or near. Pubne Pubeni Vasanu Sathina Na is the power to remember the past lives of oneself and others. With regard to this knowledge, the Buddha's power is limitless, while in the case of others it is limited. Idhividha is the power to fly through the air, walk on water, drive into the earth, create new forms, etc. Nivaran or hindrances. There are these five corruptions of the heart, tainted by which the heart is neither soft, not palpable, nor gleaming, nor easily broken up, nor perfectly composed for the destruction of the corruptions. Nivarana. Don't confuse it with nirvana. It is nivarana. Nivar or hindrance. Nivar to hindrance. Nivaran to hindrance, to obstruct. It means nivaran means to hinder, to obstruct. Is the way. So nivaran is the way which hinders one's progress, or that which obstructs the path to emancipation and heavenly states. It is also explained as that which muffles, enwraps, or trammels thought. There are five kinds of nirvans or hindrances. They are sensual desires, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness and worry, and doubt. 1. Kamchand or sensual desires. Kamchand means sensual desires or attachment to pleasure sense objects such as form, sound, odor, taste, and contact. This is regarded as one of the fetters two that blind one to sansar. Sansar means world. What are these? Attachment to form, sound, odor, taste, and contact. That is the five. Now, five senses: form, sound, odor, taste, and contact. Form, we through eyes we see the form. Sound we listen through the ear. Odor we smells. Taste by tongue, and contact by touch. These are the five kamchans or sensual desires. An average person is bound to get tempted by these alluring objects of sense. Lack of self control results in inevitable arising of passions. This hindrance is inhibited by one pointedness, which is one of the five characteristics of jhanas. It is attenuated or it is attenuated it is attenuated on attaining sakadgami and is completely eradicated on attaining annagami. Subtle forms of attachment such as ruparag and aruparag, attachment to realms of form and formless realms, are eradicated only on attaining arhatship. The following six conditions tend to the eradication of sense desires. 1. Perceiving the loathsomeness of the object. 2. Constant meditation on loathsomeness. Constant meditation on loathsomeness. 3. Sense restraint. 4. Moderation in food. 5. Good friendship. And 6. Profitable talk. I would repeat this. 1. Perceiving the loathsomeness of the object. 2. Constant meditation of the loathsomeness. 3. Sense restraint. 4. Moderation in food. 5. Good friendship. And 6. Profitable talk. 2. Vyapad is ill will or aversion. A desirable object leads to attachment while an undesirable one leads to aversion. These are the two great fires that burn the whole world. Aided by ignorance, these two produce all sufferings in the world. Ill will inhibited by pity or joy, which is one of the jhana factors. It is attenuated or attaining sakadgami and is eradicating on attaining annagami. The following are six conditions which tend to the eradication of ill will. 1. Perceiving the object with thought of goodwill. 2. Constant meditation on loving kindness, that is metta. 3. Thinking that karma or karma is one's own. 4. Adherence to that view. 5. Good friendship. And 6. Profitable talk. Tanha or sloth is like sluggishness. Sloth is explained as a morbid state of the mind, and madhya is a morbid state of mental state. A stolid mind, stolid means strong. Mind is as inert as a bat hanging to a tree, strong, which cannot be easily diverted, kind of, you can say. So it is, a stolid mind is as inert as a bat hanging to a tree, or as molasses claving to a stick, or as lump of butter too stiff for spreading. Sloth and torpor should not be understood as bodily drowsiness, because arhats who have destroyed these two states also experience bodily fatigue. These two promote mental inertness and are opposed to strenuous effort. They are inhibited by jhana factor, vitika or initial application, and are eradicated on attaining arhatship. The following six conditions tend to the eradication of sloth and torpor. 1. Reflection on the object of moderation of food. 2. Changing of bodily postures. 3. Contemplation on the object of light. 4. Living in the open. 5. Good friendship. And 6. Profitable talk. Now we will read Udacha is a mental restlessness or excitement of the mind. It is a mental state associated with all types of immoral consciousness. As a rule, an evil is done with some excitement or restlessness. Kukucha is worry. It is either repentance over the committed evil or over the unfulfilled good. repentance over one's evil does not exempt one from its inevitable consequences. The best repentance is the will not to repeat that evil. So the best repentance is the will not to repeat that evil. Both these hindrances are inhibited by the jhana factor, sukh or happiness. Restlessness is eradicated on attaining arhatship, and worry is eradicated on attaining annagami. The following six conditions tend to the eradication on these two states. What are these six conditions? 1. Erudition or learning. Erudition is a kind of get educated, a scholarly thing. 1. Erudition or learning. 6. Questioning or discussion. 3. Understanding the nature of the Vinaya discipline. 4. Association with senior monks. 5. Good friendship. And 6. Profitable talk. Vinaya discipline is, I think it's about the when you become a student. 5. Vichikitsa is doubt or indecision. That which is devoid of the remedy of wisdom is vichikitsa. V, that is devoid, chikitsa, that is wisdom. It is also explained as vexation due to perplexed thinking. Here it is not used in the sense of doubt with regard to the Buddha, etc. For even non-Buddhists inhibit vichikitsa and gain jhanas. As a factor, vichikitsa is that doubt about Buddha, etc. But as a hindrance, it denotes unsteadiness in one particular thing that is being done. The commentarial explanation of vichikitsa is the inability to decide anything definitely that it is so. In other words, it is indecision. The state is inhibited by the jhana factor, vichara sustained application. It is eradicated on attaining sutapatti. The following six conditions tend to its eradication. 1. Knowledge of the Dhamma and Vinaya. 2. Discussion or questioning. 3. Understanding of the nature of the Vinaya discipline. 4. Excessive confidence. 5. Good friendship. And 6. Profitable talk. So these were the six conditions tend to eradication. Okay. So this is end of this chapter, meditation. On meditation we will continue in the next video on way to Nibbana, about vipassana, very famous word, vipassana, insight. I don't know anything, I am telling you, I don't know anything about these things. I have not studied these things anywhere. I am just reading this book and I am understanding with you as a student, as you are listening. You are from any religion, either you are a Buddhist or not, you can listen these videos, you can understand these things. These are just like more than religion. It is about the mental phenomena, about the mental states, about the mental exercises. Meditation is a kind of mental exercise, like any other mental exercise, like education. So we will continue in another video. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya.